beautiful friends, my besties, my design gurus. We are going to redo my kitchen. It's been 9 years since I built this house. And even though you don't really have to redo your things in 9 years, I feel like most designers say, and most people tend to really want to make changes after 10 years. So we're close to that. I typically build timeless kitchens, but I decided to go a little wild in mine. And I'm glad I did because I've enjoyed it. And there's still parts of it that I'm espousing that I'm not getting rid of. Like, I love these floors. These are black and white striped floors that we cut and we painstakingly installed. So I don't want to change that, but I want to change these cabinets. I want them to go all the way and sit on top of the cabinet. I think it's going to be a cleaner look, and we don't really use this space. It just becomes like decor junk, shall we say. Like, what do I do with this broken vase? It just sits here, like, no. So I'm going to do, I believe, one of those metal cabinets to really update the look of the kitchen and have it come all the way to the countertop. Because this kitchen is fairly large, it's a mess, but that's because today we're cooking. Today's a work day. We're getting rid of old flowers. Alicia's very busy. She's making me my favorite soup ever. I want this to go all the way down, and I want it to be metal because I would like to have more china storage. Why? Because I collect china, I love china, I throw dinner parties, I use them. And then I have even more china I'm embarrassed to show you down here. So if I can at least move this china from here, or this china from here, or this china from here, and sort of consolidate everything into these cabinets. The cabinet won't break. I mean, the glass will hold the weight. I gotta triple check that, but this has held its weight and not worried me. I'm trying to be more efficient because I need more room, but I feel like everything's turned into like china storage. So that's one thing. Second thing I want to do is I absolutely abhor these refrigerators, okay? I'm sorry to say, and I'm always frank with you guys, never buy Viking refrigerators. I never talk about other brands because it's just not my thing, but I need to warn you against Viking refrigerators. And most likely you guys are like, why did you buy Viking refrigerators? Well, there was a floor sample sale, and I was like, I'll take them. And it was hard to say no because these are so expensive. But you know what? You get what you pay for. And they're not known for refrigeration. So here you have it. I am pissed. So these are gonna have to go. Why? Because they leak and all the components inside the fridge have broken. Like all the little plastic hoo-has, which is why I don't want plastic. I want glass. And you guys know how much I love Jen Air. So I wanna do panel ready and I wanna make this flush. We realized when we were looking with the cabinet maker this morning, what's wrong here is that these cabinets are 24-inch deep. You need 26 inches deep to do the perfect refrigeration. So we're gonna go all the way to the end. So I don't know what happened 9 years ago, but there's no reason why these cabinets are halfway in the middle. We're gonna pull these out. I'm gonna move this dumb microwave into the drawers. I'm gonna put it in my island. The reason it's like this is because I decided I wasn't gonna have a microwave, and then I realized that everybody wants a microwave, so then I had to put it in after the fact, and it was never done right. I just kind of jerry-rigged it. So this I'm gonna rip out. I'm gonna rip out all of this, and I'm gonna make it a big, nice pantry because I don't have those walk-in pantries as much as I would like to have one. There isn't one in this house. I didn't build it back 9 years ago. They weren't a thing 9 years ago. So anyway, that's the kitchen update, and I'll take you guys along step by step as to how I decide to do this. I want to make it economical. It's not going to be, but I'm going to try and do it as economically as possible because I'm not ripping the beautiful marble out. This is a Calcutta, which is the most expensive. It's book matched. It's beautiful. I love it, and I'm not getting rid of it. So more to come. Filming YouTube today, what? Again? Yes, once a week, 52 times a year. It is a commitment. So I wanted to show you quickly what I'm wearing. I am wearing these YSL Bermudas, which I love. I've had them for a while, and that's why I like to have good pieces because you can wear them over and over and over, especially in this quiet luxury mode. I am wearing my jacket from Aritzia. I think it's really nice and lightweight for spring. My YSL belt, Chanel shoes, and if you're interested, all of these will be linked in the description section. Okay, my friends, we just filmed literally from, I would say 11 a.m. in the morning until now, which is 6 o'clock. So that's how long it takes to create content. It's not remotely easy for those who think it's easy to be a content creator. I'm gonna take you guys along to a new restaurant that just opened in LA, and it's supposed to be really yummy, and it's all Mediterranean food. So let's go. Just when you think that there's only construction during at our projects, yes. No, there's construction going on here.
Yep.
That's right.
What's going on, Simon?
Please notice what's happening here. We have scaffolding up, 7 flights of stairs. I mean, 3 different flights because some of my windows from the rain are leaking.
So what is
oh
this?
My God. Look what I just found, you guys. The stucco is cracking right here.
And this needs to be...
Guys, do you remember this car?
Vegas.
Yeah, it wasn't long ago that... Actually,
We're actually not going to dinner. We're going to Ontario to go get the car.
No, we're not going to Ontario. We're going to dinner. And yes, we're still in the rental car. Angels. I am getting ready for an Italian disco party. Don't ask. I don't know what is going on. It's for a friend's birthday, but it sounds like a lot of fun. And I figured that this would be a good time for me to show you, because a lot of you were asking how I do my makeup routine. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to do that and share some of my secrets. So I washed my hair, I pinned the back. I'm using my T3, which I'm loving, and I will link the size and what else, you know, the specs if you guys are interested. But essentially I take a piece, right now it's off so I can show you. I take a piece and I let go of it. It's still a little bit warm from me using it. And this is how I create, you know, some of the curls. The most important part of makeup is the skin prep, and if you don't do that, so I took a bath and I exfoliated. I always exfoliate when I wash my hair because it's an opportunity to get rid of all the dead skin cells. So I did that, and then the next thing I do is I absolutely 100% go nowhere without my sunscreen, and I use that even though it's almost dinner time and evening. There's still light out. So I put on my sunscreen all over my face. Never pull your skin. I always sort of pat, 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 because you don't want to give yourself elasticity. Gravity will take care of that for you. I even put a little bit over my eyelids. It doesn't sting my eyes, but be careful, it might sting yours. Then that's not enough sunscreen for me. I've got melasma, so I'm frightened of the sun. So I take a little bit of this product that is my tried and true. I'll link it as well. And I put it where I've got my melasma, which is on my cheeks, and I just dab the rest on my face. Okay, then I take my primer, my Future Dew it's called, or I use my Fleet 70, which is supposed to be really good. Glow Back Global Prep. I haven't used this before, so let's give it a try. Very curious about it. Okay, so let's see if we like this product or not. I'll let you know if I find this. Already I can tell you I like the consistency because it feels really nice. The consistency is really gorgeous, and I am loving this product. She's a keeper. Okay, so skin prep is half the battle. Your makeup will never look good unless you have prepped your skin, because it just won't apply it properly. Next thing I'm gonna do is a combination, and I do this if I'm going out at night. I don't do this, this is not day makeup, this is night makeup. And I'm gonna do a combination of my two favorite products at the moment, which is my Glossier, what do you call it, foundation, and my Monica blender. And I'm going to take my clean brush and I'm just gonna tap. You always want to tap. And I'm getting a really smooth application. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, I don't want to put too much because I'm going to layer it with a little bit of foundation. So can you see a difference? Hopefully you can. And then I'm going to finish the rest. Okay, this is where my foundation will come into play. I'm just going to put a little bit directly on the blush, and I'm going to put it in the areas such as where I've got my melasma, where I just want a little bit more coverage here, and the side of my nose. There's always redness there. I want to say here because that's when you're eating and things always go over everything with just a little bit of, with my blender, because I don't want it to look uneven, and so I do this by tapping, again, never pulling, and I tap until I feel like I look like a mummy. But I'm going to bring life back in my face, and how am I going to do that? Well, I'm going to bring in color and contour, and all of those things are going to bring color back into my face. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my contour, and I never use contour with anything but a brush because I can control its application, and I use two different brushes to do that. If I can locate them, here they are. So you just tap it into your particular contour that you're using, and I'm going to turn on the air conditioning because it's getting hot. Very carefully, the sides of my nose. Don't go too far down, you just need the top edge, if that makes sense. Similar to that. And then now you're going to see a really nice contoured nose that is much smaller than it appears. And then I take my bigger brush and I blend it in. Nose much smaller. Okay, so this is what's important. When you do your cheeks, you naturally want to do it right here. That is the wrong location. What is it, Doug? You telling me about the club? He's telling me about the club we're going to. All right, show me. Show the viewers where we're going.
Here that we are fellow Garibaldi, and we are working towards reconnecting and supporting the Italian-American culture in Los Angeles.
Then do not apply it here. Go higher. Higher than you think. Higher so that it feels unusually high. Look how high that is. That is where you put your contour, because it's going to make your face feel lifted, which is what everybody wants, and it's going to make you feel and look younger. See, I have dark hair, it's going to pull my face down. I don't have time to do right and wrong today, or any day for that matter, but I am, trust me, and you don't want to go in too far. I already went in too far. I made a mistake and I went too far because I got really excited, and Devin's now stressing me out. What else is new? You know, I took my concealer and I put it back in that area, and then I'm just gonna lightly blend that in. The other side done. Now I'm going to do right up here where my temples are, and in a circular motion to make it look like the sun hit my forehead, which it didn't because it never will. And of course, we want to define our jawline as much as possible. And that's essentially all the contour that I need to do. However, my face is still very white because I take a foundation that's tiny bit lighter than my skin. I don't know why it always happens that way. Anything darker looks muddy and dirty, so I'd rather go lighter and then apply color. Okay, so now I'm going to do my bronzer. Voila, the best bronzer ever. Always tap, tap. And I use a brush that the ends are sort of not heavy ends, if that makes sense. Sides, cheeks, basically everywhere that the sun might have accidentally kissed my face. Don't forget your eyebrows. A lot of people forget their eyebrows, and so it looks like they've got bronzer and then it's like clear around the eyebrows, so that doesn't look good. Okay, now we're going to do concealer and eyeshadow. Let me do blush first. Higher than your contour. Your contour is up here. You're almost going to put it like as if it feels like it's under your eyes. It's that high up. Feels unusual, but you're gonna have to trust me. These are the secrets. Add a little bit more blush with my Glossier because it has a little bit of a to it, not shimmer actually, but a sort of a wet look to it, which I like. Okay, eyebrows. Eyebrows are key. And everyone's gonna do their eyebrows differently, and I'm not judging anyone for doing how they do their eyebrows. However, don't forget them. I use one of these pointed, slanted. And then I take my pomade. First I brush them up so I can see where I'm missing lashes, and then I fill them in where they need lash. Small strokes. Okay, I've drawn my eyebrows, and I am going to now laminate them in place with my favorite product of all time. I mean, this thing keeps your eyebrows, even in a hurricane, in its location. So I just put, it's clear, completely clear, and then I brush my eyebrows up and away. Really opens up the eyes. There you have it. Eyebrows done. Sometimes I go in with my thin liner for little areas that I feel like could use a couple more pieces of hair, but in the same way that the hair grows, so it looks as natural as humanly possible. It's important to prep your eyelids when you apply shadow, because if there's any moisture or cream or anything like that, it's just gonna not blend very well. And I just apply it evenly on the lid. It's the best that's out there. First of all, I'm gonna take my pointy, angled brush, which is really important, and then I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna work from the outer corner in. And as you can see, it's just applying itself very smoothly and very beautifully. Can you see? Hopefully you can see that. Then I'm going to add from my Petit Tresor series a little bit of this brown, making sure to tap off only in the actual corners here to give it a little bit more depth, to give it a little bit of shimmer, but not too much shimmer. Too much shimmer isn't good when you're older, in my opinion. Then I'm going to put my eyeliner, and I always go from the corner of my nose to the corner of my eye in the same exact angle. And you want to do it with your eyes open, not with your eyes closed, because then you have no idea what you're doing. So let me show you. I follow the line, and then in small strokes. If you do big strokes, you might make a big mistake. Little tiny strokes so that you can fix it in case. It's not that it's highly unlikely, it's that you're going to make mistakes. And with this, you have an out with little strokes. And make sure it's not too hot. Because I don't want to burn myself. And trust me, it's happened before. And then I curl the lashes. They just stay for the same way that your hair stays when it's warm. Now I'm going to put on my mascara, going to the absolute base and twirling in a circular motion. This takes a bit of practice. And jiggle at the base. Jiggle at the base. A little bit of the Clé de Peau under the eye, but only half under the waterline, not in the waterline, and only half. And typically I go into my Mario, another favorite of mine, and I want to go a little bit more of a mauve under the eye, and I just go halfway and I stop. Why? Because if you go all the way, it'll make your eyes appear a lot smaller. So you just want to go halfway under the waterline and then you stop. Notice how I haven't done my concealer yet. That I always do last because all the gunk falls on the face, and that's the last thing you want to do is get that. Okay, I'm going to do my contour. Right now I'm using this liquid contour. So I put it on the top of my nose and the tip of the nose. And then I go way up here, way up there. Remember, we took everything higher up. So even our highlighter needs to be higher up. And then I just blend it in. Exactly what that looks like with the highlighter. Next thing that I do is my concealer. Right now I'm obsessing over this Givenchy concealer. It is literally the bomb. So for concealer, it's really, really important that you avoid the under middle part of the eye. You're only going to apply it to the corner of the eye here, this corner, so the two corners, and you leave the middle blank. Why? Because when you laugh and you talk and you smile, then those are the parts that wrinkle the most, and you do not want those to show your age and wrinkle, and it looks terrible. And actually, you don't need concealer right underneath. It'll blend whatever's left over on the corners. It's going to blend in there naturally. So many brushes. I've been looking for my lip liner, and there it is, hiding. And then you just, again, gentle, gentle, gentle. Years of makeup and pulling, trust me, has an effect. And then we're going to do the corner of the eye, just so. And then whatever's left over will fall in the middle, but not too heavy. I'm going to blend this in well now. And I'm just going to put a little bit of setting powder, and this will just make you look flawless. I like to put setting powder here where I've got some signs of aging to make that disappear. Here where I think I might get oily, which is right here in the T-zones. Literally, this Laura Mercier makes your skin, I can't even tell you what this does to your skin. It just makes you look absolutely flawless. It's magic, magic, magic. So don't forget that. Apply it with a very clean brush. In person, it's even more miraculous. So it's hard to see on your screen or on TV, but when I look at the effect that this has, game changer. Okay, lips. My husband's gonna kill me any second. He's gonna be like, it's late, we're late, we're late. It's true. Last but not least, my finishing spray, always, always, always. And now I'm gonna do my lip liner. Now you guys saw I did lip filler. I don't lie here on this channel, no gatekeeping. I do lip filler. It was the second time in my life and I loved it. I'm gonna continue forever. But it was subtle, I didn't do too much. So I'm basically drawing like a heart, and I end it early. You always want to end it early. Same with the bottom. Do not do your corners, I beg you. Cut it short here. Okay, I'll link all of these in case you're interested. And then I'm gonna put my newest lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. Looks like I'm going like this. I'm not. This is just my resting lip face. Done. I'm done. I'm gonna go get ready because otherwise and then I'll show you what my outfit is, and then off I go to an Italian American party celebration. And nobody's Italian. I think maybe my friend might be Italian. It's her birthday, so off we go. This is my outfit. I don't know if you can see it. Good Lord. I am running late, so I'm wearing this totem shirt that I think is very cool. I'm wearing a very pretty sort of lacy bra underneath, so if it peeks out just a little bit, you know, without being gauche, it's fine. I'm wearing my very, 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 very long skirt and my YSL belt. And then I just have to finish my hair. My husband's already in the car, and guess what he's doing? Yep, you guessed it. He's freaking out. I'm curling my hair. So a little bit, I take my T3 and I just reinforce these last curls. Perfume. Anyway, make sure and subscribe because guess what? We are going to Design Week in Milan coming up on the next vlog. You are not gonna wanna miss. It's gonna be so many parties, so many things we're gonna do. We're gonna go exploring, furniture, design, Milan, here we come. See you guys next week.